Welcome back to News 2 Midday. So excited to introduce you to Chris Winn right now. He is representing LOWVELO, which if you are not familiar, it's an annual fundraising event. 7 years now. We have had them on the Midday show, at least 5 of those that I can recall. So Chris, it's so wonderful to welcome you back. This is a charity bike ride that benefits the MUSC Hollings Cancer Center. So Chris, so good to have you back in the studio. Tell us more about this bike race for those who aren't familiar.
Absolutely. I mean, it's really just a ride. You have a lot of different options for folks to participate. Ultimately, you know, it's one part wellness initiative, right? We want folks to be healthy, and that's a great way to reduce your cancer risk. But the second piece is it's a great way to kind of gather as a community and raise some money for cancer research. Absolutely.
So the Isle of Palms is sort of a hub for the race. So actually there will be some road closures in the area. We'll have that as it gets closer to the event on our show. But I was asking him the details because I saw on the map some of the routes start downtown. It sounds like some of these routes are pretty serious and lengthy.
True story. The longest ride is 80 miles long if you're an avid cyclist, but the shortest ride is 7.5 miles. So there's a whole range going from 7 all the way up to 80 miles. You could do laps around Isle of Palms, which is a great scenic day and a fun way to start the morning, or you can explore kind of all the prettiest parts that Charleston has to offer with a police escort through downtown and over the Ravenel Bridge and Mount Pleasant and out in Francis Marion National Forest. And there really is something for everyone. If you like to do Peloton or SoulCycle type classes, I think you can do it at home and actually log your miles, right? You can absolutely log your miles. You can actually register to do a spin class at Isle of Palms. We actually set up an outdoor spin studio on the day of, and it's amazing, and the energy is fantastic. And if still that seems like a bit much, they are still in need of volunteers to be on 2 legs and stationary all day, right? Always, always. I mean, we had almost 300 volunteers help to make the ride happen last year. I love that. We had almost 1,900 participants, and we're hoping to beat that this year. And you know, we crossed the major threshold last year, raising over $1 million for Hollings. So which, like that number, we need to talk about that again. Last year, you reached the $1 million mark for MUSC Cancer Research. I mean, that is such a huge accomplishment. And that's all the rider money, right? Every penny the riders raise goes directly to research here in the Low Country. So our sponsors are gracious enough; they cover our ride production costs. So if you raise $1 for Hollings, that dollar goes into the hands of folks who are doing really amazing work. I love that. Real quick before we wrap, how do we sign up and when is it happening again? Today is opening day for LOWVELO. It's register at lowvelo.org. Right, LOWVELO, and you can sign up for any distance for this first week. You only have a $300 fundraising commitment. Join us, pick a route, don't be afraid. It's not as hard to raise the money as some folks think, and it's definitely a great day. And when is the race happening? Event's November 1st. All right, so you got time to reach that threshold there. Yeah. Awesome. Well, Chris, thank you for stopping by. It's going to be a great event. We're looking forward to that in the months to come. And we'll keep you updated on how many people sign up and all those good things. Amazing. Thank you, Hannah. We're heading to a quick break, but stay with us. You're watching News 2 Midday.